dough, money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Dollar, dollar.
And now, another edition of Wrestling with Attitude from Charlotte, North Carolina, the best wrestling podcast out there today. With your host, the intellectual savior of the masses, The Summit.
If we have any 6'5" women that are interested, Steven Singleton, D-Generation 6, Bo Generation.
And the mouth of the Carolinas, Little Steven.
Don't be talking to the 18-day champion like that. Bo, conversationalist person.
Bo
Hey,
Horrible. The former 6-month champ, the melting pot, JP.
Just go back and do that, RVD. Go back to Philadelphia. I'm sure there's a bingo hall. You could sweep the floors, give the old ladies another marker.
Little Stevie.
And the face of the company, Mike.
J-Bo-L.
Michael.
You can listen to us on Stitcher, iTunes, and Spreaker.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook and tweet us at WWA Show. Wrestling with Attitude.
Welcome to today's show on Wrestling with Attitude. Joining me today is Mr. Day is off because it seems like he's here every day. Scott. Wow. That's
Dude, I live here, man. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, you're here all the time. Of course, speaking of people here all the time, part-time champion on the show.
Part-time.
Yeah.
Actually, I would say part-time worker, but full-time champion.
Yeah, that's better.
He's got that Brock
Melting
Lesnar
pot.
contract.
the Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar.
And then, the one that comes up with all the great top fives, Jeffrey.
Intern Jeff.
Yeah.
Intern Jeffrey.
Forget my name.
Intern Jeffrey.
Yeah,
That's right.
remember, he doesn't get paid?
Yeah.
That's right. He doesn't get paid.
He's not on the Brock Lesnar contract.
Yeah. He doesn't get paid because the champ needed a pay raise.
I understand.
I'm on the Stevie Ray Legends contract.
Legends.
Wow.
Stevie Ray.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You got the short stick on that one. I mean, I would give you a Sabu or some Legends contract if you wanted Sabu.
But if you take that contract, then you actually have to, hurt yourself. So I'd probably stick with the Stevie Ray contract.
He hurts himself getting out of the shower.
That means I can still wrestle in Booker T's promotion.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Whatever that is.
So on this show, we're going to review Raw and talk about NXT a little bit. If you're like some of us, you really didn't care last night about Raw a lot. It was from Brooklyn, New York. At the same time,
Brooklyn.
they had a live event in Pennsylvania on the same night as Raw. Does anyone have an issue with them having a live event on the same night or Monday Night Raw?
I did it again for SmackDown tonight, taping.
That's a taping, though. Well, yeah, that's horrible, too. I think if it's
I
on
don't-
TV nights, you should not have a live
Well, I
event.
got a question. Who was at the house show?
Kane.
Because,
Charlotte, the Wyatts.
that's why Charlotte wasn't on Monday night, huh?
Yep,
And the Wyatts?
the Wyatts.
So you chose to take a 3-hour show every week that is your biggest show and take 2 or 3 of your biggest names and put them in a basically podunk barn match.
Well, don't forget, you took the Wyatts, which means you took the Dudleys off TV, too. Oh, no, I'm just saying, they're the ones, they're in the rivalry thing. They're the one fighting them, usually. But when you take that group off, you take another group off.
Yeah.
So, that didn't make a lot of sense.
I just don't understand.
You have to make room
Well, I
for
don't-
Zack Ryder.
I don't understand what they're doing with the house shows, though, because your regular shows are already so watered down. I don't know. I just scratched my head that you do a house show the same night as Raw. Doing it when you do a SmackDown taping, I don't see a big issue with that. It's a taping. People know it in advance. Don't do a show the same night you're doing a live event somewhere, because not only are you killing your ticket sales there, but you're killing the viewership on television.
You know what? I don't have a problem you do it after WrestleMania, during, later on. But when you're heading into WrestleMania season, when you're getting ready to have the biggest Raw one of the biggest Raws of the year next week, you need to have everybody here.
I don't think you do it anytime.
Well,
That's
I
like
agree.
me having a television show that is filmed in front of a live studio audience and I'm live, but then at the same time on the same channel or their competitor, I'm showing a tape show that we did the day before.
Right.
Makes no sense.
I 100% agree.
I agree.
I was, like we said many a times, WWE needs to get their act together on stuff
Well, they're not going to.
This doesn't help.
until they hire me in creative.
Oh, Lord. Like ECW. Vince McMahon comes out. He calls out Roman Reigns. Reigns comes out. Reigns says that that's the problem with rich people. Vince says, I'm not rich. I'm a billionaire.
Even though he's not a billionaire anymore.
Not anymore. That's right.
600 million. Poor man now.
Yeah.
Poor man.
Poor guy.
Reigns pushes Vince down. Stephanie comes out. She said to arrest that man. Officer said no. Officers arrested Vince. We've
love
never
it.
seen that happen.
I love it.
before.
Oh, my neck. My neck.
My neck.
But
Here's my bigger problem with this. You should have at least had Vince close enough to him where they could have bumped into each other. Like, you should have had Roman, like, turn around and turned his back, and then when he turned, he hit him. Because at least then when Vince falls down, you're like, okay, he kind of hit him whether it was intentional or not.
No, it should have been a Superman punch.
Vince just falling down.
That was
Honestly, Vince, that was even bad for you to get cheap heat with.
But it should have been like Roman Reigns turns around, Superman punches him. That would have made perfect sense.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Not just like a stupid.
No, the turn the back thing makes a lot of sense because he disrespected Stephanie the week
yeah,
before.
and that's what I'm
turning
saying
his
is
back.
like you should have had Vince get really in his face and say you don't turn your back on him at McMahon like that, and then have Roman turn around and then like have the belt hit him or his elbow hits him like casually, and then Vince falls down, and then Roman Reigns turns around like, what? I didn't even like mean to do it. I think the spot would have been okay if they just would have done it right. And Stephanie is way over the top sometimes. Good Lord, man. Yeah.
If I didn't see this last year with her getting arrested, it wouldn't be an issue. But she got arrested last year. I think Triple H got arrested the year before. I feel like this is go-to move.
I'm sorry.
Let's have somebody arrested.
I'm sorry. I just thought of another match. Another match for Steven. Little Steven versus Stephanie McMahon in a screaming match.
Stephanie will win.
Sorry.
Yeah, Stephanie,
Off topic.
Stephanie's taking
No,
that
you're
one
fine.
all day long. But yeah, I just felt like the topic was just really lackluster, which is really sad because Vince is usually pretty good when he's in like a storyline. Like typically in the past, he's always been pretty good. But he was messing up words last night. Good Lord.
Yeah,
I've
he
never
did mess
seen
up
the
the
CM
Vince.
Punk chant got to him.
I've never
Yeah.
seen Vince
Right. Daniel
like
Bryan,
botch.
too.
Well, and listen, let's take 30 seconds or a minute and talk about that first.
Yep.
Listen, I know you people are fans, but you're not doing the product any favors by doing that in the middle of segments when people are out there.
It's
you're
just
not.
stupid.
First off, someone please tell us your infatuation with Daniel Bryan. Every match he's ever had at WWE for the most part have been
That's it.
subpar.
That's it right
it's
there.
a stupid chant. He's not even that good of a wrestler, Bryan Danielson or Danielson or whatever your stupid name is. Leave this guy alone. He sucks. There's obviously a reason that WWE doesn't want him back for whatever reason. Because I've never seen WWE turn away people who actively make money. I'm telling you.
Because the fans take over the show, and it's annoying. It ruins
Yeah,
the
it
actual
ruins it.
watching it on television.
And listen, I'm a CM Punk fan too, but let the CM Punk chants go.
Yeah, I'm over
They're
that.
done.
And I'm a Punk fan.
Let it go.
Whatever.
Same here.
He's not
Yeah.
coming back. Even though we all would clearly love to see him, it's just not going to happen.
It's not happening.
Royal
But-
Rumble, watch.
No.
Yeah, no.
Royal
Yeah.
Rumble in 10 years.
I'm
Maybe.
going to tell you what. We got a better chance of Glacier entering the Royal Rumble than we do CM Punk.
I just thought another match with Glacier versus Little Steven.
Yeah. And we're going to put in a Sub-Zero match where you have to freeze the other guy in ice.
Better product wouldn't result in. I disagree
Agreed.
with that.
No, I
disagree
agree with that.
Better product would. What you talking about with those chants?
Yeah, with the boring chants or
No, he's
No,
talking
I'm
about
not talking about the
Daniel
boring
Bryan
chance. I'm talking about the Daniel Bryan chance.
Daniel Bryan
A better
chance.
product is not going to take that away.
No.
A better product will take their mind off of Daniel Bryan. They'll take their mind off of CM Punk.
Okay.
But it's never going to take them out, though. That's my point. It's just look at the white
what?
chance.
The
Look
what?
at the white chance.
What?
Yeah, the white chance you never get rid of.
What?
Guess what? You're never going to get rid of the yes chance.
Yeah.
You're not.
Unfortunately,
I just
not.
don't understand people's I just don't understand their infatuation with Daniel Bryan. Like they think he's like one of the 10 greatest wrestlers of all time. Like I just don't get it.
Go ahead. You want to read that one?
We have a better chance of Hulk Hogan returning as Mr. America for the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
I just come on, man. We got to move past the Daniel Bryan thing.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to waste time on it, but I just get
you're
sick
fine.
of hearing it every freaking
No,
week
no,
on Raw. And
I
everybody
agree
keeps
with you.
complaining about Roman Reigns. But like, y'all don't even want to give the guy a chance because all you do is chant Daniel Bryan or CM Punk when he's out there.
Hey, I'm not saying Daniel Bryan is not a solid B+ player, but that's it.
I'm glad you're giving him B+.
I'll give him a B-
I'm going like solid
B-.
F-. minus.
He's solid
He's
in the
entertaining.
ring. He's entertaining, but
He's
he's
only
a
entertaining for the
mid-card guy.
chant. If I took the chant away, you wouldn't say that. That's
does-
my issue with
He
Daniel
does the little
Bryan.
backflip thing. That's super.
The running goat.
The what?
The little back. Where he runs and does the backflip. That's all.
Oh, wow, yeah, because I've never seen that before.
No, I just saw him. I'm not a fan myself.
Yeah, I'm not
I
either.
just-
I just really
whatever.
think he just needs to go. Like he like needs to join Ring of Honor or something, or
Yeah,
he needs to go to Lucha and just wrestle somewhere else.
He just needs to go to Lucha, talk, and just let him chant.
Look, he had his Cinderella run. It's over. Let's move on to real wrestling.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. I mean, plain and simple.
Yeah.
Roman
he's not
Reigns,
Kurt Angle.
these other
Because
guys.
guess what? Kurt Angle would be back in there right now with a broke freaking neck, if you know what I mean.
So with Brock Lesnar, Lesnar almost. Wait a minute, Stone Cold even broke his neck and came back the next week or finished the match.
WWE wanted them back.
Yep.
Right? No, they won't. They want Daniel Bryan back, but
I
the
don't
problem with
think they
Daniel
do.
Bryan, no, they do, because Daniel Bryan. The problem with Daniel Bryan, he wants to go the natural route and not get the quick fix like John Cena would to come back. He wants to take the natural route.
Yeah, but he's already
and,
had the
you know,
surgery. So my question is, how bad was this neck surgery? Because no offense, I've seen Edge, Stone Cold, John Cena. How many guys have neck surgery and they're back within a year? And correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going well over to a year and a half or 2 years since Daniel Bryan's really wrestled. So
Well,
that's
no,
why I'm
he
saying
has an Intercontinental run.
I believe that there is something. But then again, he
won
got
it for
hurt
one
right
night.
again.
Right.
That's
Well,
my
it's
point.
nerves,
I'm talking
man.
about since he actually wrestled.
but that's the
what
thing
I'm
with neck
saying.
injuries.
I
They're-
think there's something more than all these people hollering about, triple stuff. No, I don't think they're holding you back. I think there's more to this story behind the scenes than we know right now.
Well, like I was saying, if you watch him on Total Divas and all this other stuff, they like to go naturally healing and take their time to heal rather than a quick
Well, guess
surgery and
what?
get fixed. So guess what? You won't be out longer than a John Cena would be from the same type of injury.
But with necks,
and
though,
John Cena is a little bit.
But the thing with necks in wrestling, though, I mean, necks are so hard to tell. Look at DDP, Edge's career, Regal's career. Every wrestler's career is cut short because of neck injury.
But again, if it's that bad, then he needs to come out and retire, and WWE needs to end this so these fans will shut up. That's my point. Let's get to the bottom of this, and let's make a statement
wants
and
him
release
back.
it.
But we're
They want him back.
never going to get past the point of the yes chance because it's like the what chance. It's not going.
I
away.
like how we're going to take 30 seconds on this matter,
Yeah.
and we took 30 minutes.
No,
I
we
love it.
took 10. We took 5. It's all right. A lot of people were saying they would rather see Stardust pushed than have Daniel
I'd rather
Bryan.
see
Exactly.
I'd
That's
rather
my
see Disco
point.
Inferno
That's
back.
my point.
Yeah, I would too.
Agreed. Shane McMahon.
I agree
needs
too,
it.
buddy.
Yeah, come
but
back.
it ain't happening. Kevin Owens comes out, no entrance versus Adrian Neville. Neville wins with a roll up. Owens beats up Neville after the match. Ambrose makes a save on Neville.
Like, that was just, like I was telling you, I just had to use the bathroom real fast. I came back, and the match was over.
Yeah.
Like, all it was Neville came in, Owens throws him in the ropes for a pop-up powerbomb, and then a pin-up roll-up.
Here's
That's
the
it.
issue. Neville, to me, can't wrestle. He's a one-move guy with one move. Oh, okay, if he can wrestle so much, why is, again, I go back to
High flyer,
why are the
cruiserweight.
matches so subpar? Why can you
Cruiserweight.
not find someone for him to work with, a Lucha Dragon or somebody for him to work with? That's my issue.
Booking.
No, that's what I go back to.
He doesn't
though.
need to be with a Kevin Owens.
That's what I go back to.
He needs to be with a Kalisto. He needs to be with a Sin
Yes.
Cara. He needs to
Right.
be with oh my God.
Kofi Kingston.
A Kofi or Xavier Woods if he ever wants to wrestle.
That's my point. Why? We talk about all the problems with the product. I don't understand bringing these guys up and they're not ready. Adrian Neville was not ready to be on the main roster for what he is. He's not, because there's nobody else there for him to feud with. He would have been better in NXT with those guys where he can actually wrestle and do his moves.
I agree.
I'm just sick of the Finn Balor. Yeah. I'm tired of the whole mixed storyline thing. Okay.
Right.
If I got Adrian Neville brought up, I'm going to have him in a storyline with somebody, not have him as a dummy for Kevin Owens or Dean Ambrose.
You know who?
I'm going to have him with somebody.
Do you know who I'd love to see Neville feud against?
Who?
Tyler Breeze.
That would be good. They've
And
had
Dolph
great
Ziggler.
matches. Yeah.
Could you imagine that three-way? The way Dolph
or just that three-way storyline would be great.
Right, no, that's what I'm saying. Between the three of them, why not?
I like Owens though. Afterwards, I love him being aggressive.
No, we don't mind that. But why are you mixing Adrian Neville into a match and then having Dean Ambrose come save Adrian Neville? When have Dean Ambrose and Adrian Neville ever even talked on camera to save each other?
But
But
if you want a guy that's going to get his ass kicked on TV to make Kevin Owens look really aggressive, get like a bigger guy.
Yeah, I got
like get like a Titus O'Neil out of the back. You know?
I've got a name that they're in New York, right? Instead of having Zack Ryder in a damn Battle Warrior or whatever that was
on Miz TV,
have him get beat up by Kevin Owens in New York. I mean, the heat would be bigger.
Yeah, that would be really good heat.
No, that'd be better heat than having Neville get beat up.
Yeah, and that's my point. Is a lot of this goes back to how they're writing these storylines, and it's terrible.
Yeah, I'm sick of these mixing
I was telling Jane
storylines.
before we were going to lunch. It was what they need to do. Somebody needs to put the writing and creative staff on notice. You have 2 months to raise ratings for me. If ratings do not go up, you're all fired. Vince, Triple H, Stephanie, they're going to just write storylines.
Yep.
Or they're going to get one of the agents to write.
Yep.
And they'll just make do until they can hire good ones. Because it's just getting ridiculous.
No, okay. So don't you guys just support the underdog and just the powerhouse? Is that what you said, JoJo? Yeah,
I missed
we
it.
We support the underdogs.
Listen, hold up, stop. First off, let's be
go
honest
ahead.
here. What is this underdog crap that you even talk about in wrestling? He made it to the WWE in a world title match in WrestleMania. There is no
2 matches in
underdog.
WrestleMania.
Right. There's no underdog
Right.
here. What are you talking about? Like he was never supposed to be
maybe-
there. Hell, CM Punk wasn't supposed to be there. Shawn Michaels wasn't supposed to be there either,
Right.
but we don't consider Shawn Michaels an underdog, do we?
No.
Well, I guess would you like a Mick Foley scenario, the underdog, never a
Well,
champion.
yeah, Mick Foley, those guys.
But my
I
issue
mean,
with that, though, is that Daniel Bryan had been a champion in other places. Mick Foley had never been world champion anywhere else. That's my issue. To my knowledge, Daniel Bryan was TV champion in ROH.
Yep.
He was a champion.
I
a
thought
big
he was
event.
heavyweight champion.
He's
No,
heavyweight
that's my
champion
point.
too. Yeah.
He's been a heavyweight champion in another organization. How is that an underdog? You've held a world title before. No matter what company it is, that's not an underdog.
What's the thing WWE's always done? They've made people champions and better. I mean, look at The Rock. Triple H wasn't a great champion somewhere else before he came up.
Well, I don't think he
that's
was a
little bit
champion
different.
anywhere else.
No, he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Mankind wasn't. The Rock just got started there. It's a little bit different. But look what they did with a lot of these guys nobody else did anything with.
Yeah.
So we support underdogs. I don't know.
Especially the cartoon underdog.
Yeah.
There is no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Speaking of underdogs, The Rock posts a WrestleMania 32 promo video. He'll be at WrestleMania 32. We can't wait.
Can't wait to hear him talk.
Yeah. Electrifying.
I can't wait for that bathroom break.
Nobody cares.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, you don't care if you would get down to the heart of these. You don't care about The Rock showing up.
You know what I like to see? I like to see like a video of somebody like actually appearing to start in their company.
Exactly.
Like some sort of vignette.
Exactly.
Coming soon to WrestleMania.
You know who would sell more tickets at WrestleMania for coming back for one match than The Rock? Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Oh my
Tell
God.
me
I
you
would
would.
love it.
Tell me, come on.
To even even like a 3-way tag match against League of Nations.
Well, we haven't seen Kurt Angle in forever. You know, we see The Rock every year. So
That's
it's a
my
little bit
point.
Yeah,
That's why
but
I'm like,
Angle
why are
would-
you
oh.
people outside like he's like coming back like he's like this is like the first time I've been back in 2 years. No, it's not. You were there last year.
So, JoJo, the rating of WWE is not
Low.
this week, dude. It's low this week.
I gave it
Last
a
2 weeks.
1.2 out of 10.
There you go, lower and lower.
If it wasn't for the Divas match, it'd be a 0.
Exactly. JoJo with Becky backstage. Then Sasha comes out with Team Bad. She says Boston is the best city. Wears a Patriots hat.
Got the Patriot colors on it in her tights.
Gimmick heat. Love it.
Yeah. Then Sasha versus Becky. Charlotte rolls up Becky for the win. Great match. I love the intro for Sasha and Naomi and Team Bad. They were great. And Becky.
Here's my issue. I have this big issue with people. So where is Becky Lynch from again? With that terrible
She's from Ireland. I love it.
Okay,
dude.
so if you're from Ireland and you're going to speak Ireland and you're going to talk about growing up hard in Ireland and all this, why are you talking about America towns like it's the greatest place in the world? You're clearly from
'cause
Ireland and you love.
She immigrated. That was the thing.
But that's my issue. Stop with the stupid heat for faces or the stupid
I
cheers
don't
because
like
we're
the
in their
cheap pop.
city. They're stupid. It's a cheap pop. If they're a face, they don't need
I mean,
it.
Sasha did the same thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, but that's different for a heel.
But she's
Yeah,
from
you gotta
she's
understand.
from Boston.
You gotta understand. And that's the thing. She's actually from Boston. So for her to say that because the Giants beat the Patriots when they were undefeated, I understand that connection of her being from Boston. I don't understand Becky Lynch from wherever she's from claiming how New York City is so great. By the way, she said New York. She didn't say Manhattan.
No, she said New York.
And
New York.
Vince did the same thing too. Vince said, "Oh, New York doesn't like me." Vince, you're in Manhattan.
Well,
You're not
see,
even in New York City.
She actually said Hell's Kitchen and all.
Right,
You know,
but they're in
she's
Manhattan.
from. No, I know, but New York. Okay, she's from Ireland. She's from Dublin. She shouldn't go to New York cheap heat and everything.
And by
else,
the
I
way,
think.
if you're gonna dye this girl's hair red,
It's orange.
keep it dyed because those roots coming through, it looks terrible. It looks terrible.
JP, you would
She
notice
looked
the
good.
roots.
Yeah, exactly.
you would notice.
She looked good.
I mean,
That's
if
all
you're
gotta
gonna
say.
do it right.
It was a good match. I like the rivalry. We'll see where it goes. New Day comes out. New Day, Kofi said that every time your kids act up, he will come to your house and beat them up.
This is the best line of the whole show.
Yeah, so-
Don't you have kids, Kofi?
Wait a minute. So it's cool for a wrestler to just come out and talk about beating up kids.
Yeah.
I guess.
No, I thought it was a little bit. My wife turned to me and was like, "Did he just say that?"
Right.
Yes, he did.
My wife laughed.
No,
so-
she laughed too.
I mean,
Mine
you're
did.
wearing a stupid. I can't even.
I
just,
love
just
New
talk
Day.
about New Day. And
You
I'll
hate New
cut
Day.
my mic
No,
off. I'll cut
love
my
the
mic
New
off.
Day. It is the best thing on wrestling right
That-
now.
absolutely agree with that.
They're the
right now.
most entertaining thing.
They're just funny. They're entertaining.
Yeah.
The matches suck, but they're entertaining.
Not all the matches suck.
Anything with Big E sucks.
Yeah.
Kalisto versus Kofi. Kalisto pins Kofi. Then Big E versus Sin Cara.
I actually shut my TV off
I
at
know.
this
Big E
time.
wins with the big ending. Sin Cara is actually out with a dislocated shoulder.
He popped it back in to finish the
Yep.
match.
And then we had the greatest segment of all night. Miz TV year in review. First, Ryback comes out because everybody comes out. Goldust comes out. Zack Ryder. R-Truth comes out. Truth says, don't forget to vote for him as Superstar of the Year. Miz says, dummy, that was last week.
That's my bad.
And you won.
Heath Slater comes out. Big Show comes out. Show KOs Heath Slater. R-Truth lays down in front of Show, then gets chokeslam. He declares himself as the first entrant in the Royal Rumble.
By the way, best chant of the night. Please retire, Big Show. Please retire.
Please retire.
That may have
probably
been
will.
the chant of the night.
R-Truth was great. I have
Yeah.
You know, we
R-Truth
talked about it
should
earlier.
join
But he knows his role in the company.
Yeah.
Right. We talked
Comedy
about it
role.
earlier. We
And-
loved R-Truth.
Another black man, a comedy
all
role.
these people talking about getting over, maybe y'all should pay attention to R-Truth. Because I don't know what R-Truth does, but everything they give him, he gets one of the biggest pops of the night.
Yep.
I think all these other wrestlers, you need to stop looking at creative and pointing the fingers and find ways to keep the fans entertained.
What does he do? He raps. He says, "What's up?"
Yep.
And that's
and he
it.
steals titles
What's
and runs
up?
around. I mean,
Yeah. What's up?
And
That's
everybody loves him.
Yeah. But
Everybody
again,
loves
he works with what they give him to be entertaining within
Yeah.
wrestling.
Then we had Big Show versus Ryback. It just ended. And then Ambrose and Russo's versus League of Nations. Sheamus wins with the bro kick. Kevin Owens comes out and attacks Ambrose after the match. Power bombs him through a table.
Love it.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
The match was all right.
Yeah, the match was okay, but I think the Owens and Ambrose
Well, they
rivalry,
waited too late for the match because, like I said, I lost interest in it.
I know.
I lost interest in the
Yep.
product.
The Ambrose and Owens rivalry is great. Besides the Divas division, this is the best thing going right now in WWE.
And that's really sad. That's the best thing they got
Listen,
going.
I'm going to go ahead.
These two are great.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and beat this horse. I've been saying it for a year. Dean Ambrose can work with anybody, and he is over as much as anybody in that
So
company.
can Kevin Owens.
No,
Kevin Owens can work.
but what I'm saying is Ambrose has been on the roster a little longer.
No, you're right.
And what I'm saying is he can go from fighting with Seth Rollins to a Kevin Owens
To Bray Wyatt.
and you'll be just as interested in it as anybody. That's my only thing with Dean Ambrose. But yet, for some reason, I guess maybe
got the
the
Intercontinental Championship?
Yeah, but if you don't do a whole lot, with
But
it,
he's not
that's the
defending it
problem.
much.
Right.
Well, he's going to defend it at
just,
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, he just
But
did
I'd like to see, a
that's
title
once a month.
defended.
You want to
Like,
see a John Cena U.S. Open challenge?
Not a U.S. Open challenge.
Every other week.
I just want to see
I know.
it defended every once in a while
But that's the
to
reason
make it relevant
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
it's just
I
going to be
get
like his
that.
U.S. run early on in his career.
Well, you were talking about bringing back another title. I don't think they should because look
But
how
they
they're
have a lot
defending.
of they
Look
ha-
how they're defending the IC belt. Look how they're defending the U.S. belt. It's not every other week. It's not once a week. It's whenever we feel like it's necessary.
Yep.
So 3 weeks, a month, something like that.
And it has no storyline whatsoever.
And that's my issue.
Did
And
he
there's
even
no
bring it
depth.
out either time that he came out?
I
don't
didn't
even
see
think
him
he
bring it
carried
out.
it.
No,
No.
he didn't have it last week.
No,
It
he
was
didn't have it this
yesterday.
week.
I'm sorry.
Just
Yeah.
walking around.
Then we have John Cena versus Del Rio with the League of Nations for the U.S. title. Cena wins by DQ. League of Nations beat up Cena. The Usos come out. Reigns comes out. Vince come out. He books him Reigns versus Sheamus for the title next week on Raw, and he will be special guest referee.
Again, who cares? Vince, just go home. Enjoy your $1 billion. You're a billionaire.
600 million.
600 million, whatever. You could be a billionaire if you would have ran your company right.
Who's counting?
Huh?
I said, who's counting?
I just got to ask what's going to go on in this. I mean, is Vince really backing Sheamus?
Or is he going to...
I think you're seeing the switch coming on Monday.
What?
The
What
Vince
switch?
going to Reigns.
So
And, like,
Vince is going to go face.
Yeah. I mean, he's a cheap ratings boost
Or-
at this point.
No, he
I
is.
mean, that's all he's doing.
Because the only thing you can do is have Vince go to Reigns and then Triple H come back. Then you have the power struggle type.
the only way-
and then you bring back The Rock or who else you don't fight. I'm still thinking Batista's coming back to face Reigns.
The
at
only
some point.
way it's going to happen is if Vince convinces Reigns to go heel and you get a Cena Reigns title shot at Rumble.
Actually, if they go the route that James is saying, it would almost make sense then for Triple H to hire Lesnar as his hired hitman
Why
again
not?
at Mania against Reigns,
Or at the Rumble.
or he brings Bautista back.
I think you bring
Bautista.
I think you bring Bautista back because that you haven't. I mean, he's still his guy, and he's a big enough name that they don't have to bring back Batista and Lesnar for me.
I mean, come
They
on,
are.
Sean
Well,
Waltman,
Lesnar's
where you
coming
at?
back.
Yeah, Lesnar's coming back, but we don't know what Lesnar's going to do either.
Oh, I'd love to see Lesnar in
Suplex
the
City,
Rumble.
bitch.
Why?
That's all it's going to be.
Just mayhem. He's so big.
Yeah,
but he's gonna have to go through the Big Show because Big Show's coming in as number one.
Well, you see, that's another thing. I don't think he will. I mean, I know he said he's going to be the first entrant, but I think he means
Participant.
Yes, participant.
Like the first one to enter for.
I know this makes no sense, but it actually would be
I'm
smarter
thinking
for
number
him
26.
to start at number one than it would be to come in at 22
I agree.
so he gets jumped. If you're the big guy, you might as well start one and let him come in at you.
Well, not only that, but if you're the Big Show, guys like Big Show and Kane need to come in early because
Yeah.
if they come in late, then they get through out really quick in a battle royal by like 3 guys. And
Or
it's
they
like,
clean
really,
house like Kane has. He cleans house and then somebody
I
takes
actually-
it.
Right, and that's why I actually like those guys come in at like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Get a good group of guys in there. They can eliminate like 3 guys really fast. Then have guys gang up on them after they eliminate the last guy, and then go from there.
Bray would never win.
Yeah, he
but-
said Bray.
Yeah, they never pushed the guy.
I would actually have Dean Ambrose be number 1
Hey, but here's
because it works him the best.
Yeah, here's the deal.
They
though.
need a guy that can go the
Here's
distance.
the deal. What if we get a? Let's just play a little. What if or what could happen here? What if Triple H, because of the whole history with Roman Reigns, signs up with Bray Wyatt after maybe they end the Dudley feud, and then Triple H works? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to hire the face of fear, or I'm going to, this is what's coming. This
That
is
would
what
be
we're going
stupid
to.
for WWE. They don't push Bray Wyatt
But
at
we-
all, and
we-
then just be like,
well-
"Here's a title match."
Yeah.
you
They-
never
Okay,
wanted a pay per view.
you know the only way it would work?
I get that, but guess what happened to Kevin Owens the minute he came to the main roster? Instant feud with John Cena that put him over.
Well,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
No,
saying.
I- no, I
Something
mean,
that was
The only way I
really
could see
coming.
this working is if they do that, then Reigns brings, if he's gonna have the fear, then Reigns brings the devil, the demon up, and then Finn Balor comes up as the demon.
Yeah, but it's not a tag
That doesn't
match.
make sense. Like,
That's what I'm saying. It's not a
they got
tag
nothing.
match.
He's got his goons, so he doesn't really.
That's
need
what
to
I'm
No,
saying.
I'm
bring
saying
anybody.
as one of his guys.
Yeah, but
I'm saying as as part of the family.
I mean,
but to
NXT
but
is
see, they've
his.
never actually put the family together. That's the problem. They've
That-
made mention of this family, but at least the League of Nations comes out together. By the way, they have a song and all now.
Yeah, I know.
That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
great.
The family has never come out together.
That's true.
They had some stupid tag match last week. It was like a 6-man tag, like it wasn't really nothing. They didn't come out together. That's what I mean by they keep talking about the family, but they've never actually put them together. To
I
me.
think they're trying to find Samoan songs or something
I
to
think
put together.
I think they're just waiting on I don't know. I don't know what they're waiting on.
Well, I know what everybody's waiting on is for tomorrow's show, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's.
Yeah.
And I'll let you speak about NXT on tomorrow's show.
Yes.
All right. So you will get 5 minutes, more than you do on hockey.
Yes.
All right. You're watching and listening to Wrestling with Attitude on Periscope, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and Stitcher. Have a good day.
If you close your eyes, your life and make the truth reveal. Since you never lived, it scars never heal. In the darkness, light will take you to